2001, I was working with Cisco pretty intensely on a couple of large area network implementations that were in the area, to include at the Pentagon. Then 9/11 hit.
I checked the TV and saw that the first tower had been hit. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to change the way we live for the rest of our lives.
We weren't prepared for that moment. The information that was happening that day wasn't moving as fast as our attackers were.
It was surreal to see this thing I had seen so many times all of a sudden have a big hole in it and black smoke's pouring out of it. This was a defining moment for our country. It changed everything we were going to do from an architecture perspective.
When the plane hit the Pentagon, it was identified that we were very vulnerable. It took down services that nobody expected to ever happen.
9/11 taught us the need to have a critical network infrastructure. And that could be as simple as the firemen being able to communicate with their teams that were deployed throughout the different buildings.
Some of the goals coming out of 9/11 were, first of all, securing critical infrastructure. Secondly, ensuring that there's proper connectivity and proper redundancy in that connectivity. In addition, for all of the telecommunications requirements, that system needed to be overhauled to be able to push and receive more data over those links.
9/11 didn't just change the way we postured ourselves as a nation, it also changed the way we look at communications. It changed a lot of things for how you manage your IT, how you think about your IT, and it also drove a lot of innovation for IT moving forward.
5G or wireless connectivity capabilities that have been produced over the last 10, 15, 20 years have provided us with advanced capabilities to get better information to our warfighters in the field, to our government officials, and to U.S. citizens.
Our infrastructure is now robust. Now I think we're in the right position to respond to any kind of national emergency.
Thankfully, over the last 21 years, we've made a lot of steps to increase the bandwidth for communications and connectivity, but we've also noticed over the last couple of years, there's still room to grow.
Our partnership with Cisco allows us to move beyond today and into the future of communications, the future of collaboration. IT doesn't just stay stagnant. The capabilities that are available today, they keep changing. FedData will be there every step of the way, helping the federal government and all of our clients navigate the information technology space.
You kind of just see things and you assume that they operate, but in the back end, you have people that are actually making sure that it stays up and running. And that's a lot of what FedData does.
The partnership of FedData and Cisco allows the ability to deliver information that people can use on a daily basis to make decisions, to create positive outcomes for themselves, their family, the country, and the world.
Sometimes when you're working with different partners, you don't really get to see what you're made of until you go through an experience like this. And I felt like we rose to the occasion. Cisco rose to the occasion. We came together at a moment when everybody wanted to be involved and do something and to help. I've always known, hey, if something really goes wrong, we did it before. We know we can overcome it. We know we can make it work.